जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोधनंदन ब्रज जनरंजन। यशोधनंदन ब्रज जनरंजन। जमुना तीरा वनचारी। जमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जनरंजन। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जनरंजन। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radhe Radhe. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. जय श्री श्री राधा माधव की, श्री ग्रंथराज श्रीमद्-भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रये। Hare Krishna. Welcome to all devotees to today's Bhagavatam class. We are discussing second canto Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, first chapter, shloka number 14. Tavapi tava api yetarhi kauravya saptaham जीविता अवधि उपकल्पया तत् सर्वं तावत् यत् संपरायिकं तवाप्येतर्हि कौरव्य सप्ताहं जीवितावधिः उपकल्पय तत्सर्वं तावद्यत्सम्परायिकम् तवाप्येतर्हि कौरव्य सप्ताहं जीवितावधिः उपकल्पय तत्सर्वं तावद्यत्सम्परायिकम् तवाप्येतर्हि कौरव्य सप्ताहं जीवितावधिः उपकल्पय तत्सर्वं तावद्यत्सम्परायिकम्. Hare Krishna devotees, please recite. Hare Krishna Mataji's. Okay, thank you. Tava, your, api, also, etarhi, therefore, Kauravya, O one, born in the family of Kuru, Saptaham, 7 days, Jivita, duration of life, Avadihi, up to the limit of, Upakalpaya, get them performed, Tat, those, Sarvam, all, Tavad, so long, Yat, which are, Samparayikam, rituals for the next life. Word to word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki translation. Maharaj Parikshit, now your duration of life is limited to 7 more days. So during this time, you can perform all those rituals which are needed for the best purpose of your next life. Purport. Sukadeva Goswami, after citing the example of Maharaj Katvanga, who prepared himself for the next life within a very short time, encouraged Maharaj Pariksit by saying that since he still had 7 days at his disposal, he could easily take advantage of the time to prepare himself for the next life. Indirectly, the Goswami told Maharaj Pariksit that he should take shelter of the sound representation of the Lord for the 7 days still remaining in the duration of his life, and thus get himself liberated. In other words, everyone can best prepare himself for the next life simply by hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, as it was recited by Sukadeva Goswami to Maharaj Parikshit. The rituals are not formal, but there are also some favorable conditions which are required to be carried out as instructed hereafter. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Na Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषात् शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वतीति नामिने श्रीवार्षवानवी देवी दयिताय कृपाब्धये कृष्णसम्बन्धविज्ञानधायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्ज्वलप्रेमाढ्य श्रीरूपानुगभक्तिदा श्रीगौरकरुणाशक्तिविग्रहाय नमोऽस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुगविरुद्धा आपसिद्धान्तद्वान्तहारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्बारसाम्बोधे पादाम्बुदाय ते नमः नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगवराय ते गौराविर्भावभूमेस्त्वं निर्दिष्टा सज्जनप्रियः वैष्णवा सार्वभौमा श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमाप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामिने गौरतिसे नमः पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपास्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तु ते जयतां सुरतो पङ्गोर्मम मन्दमतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्वपजाम्बोजौ राधा मदनमोहनौ दिव्याद्वृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमदः श्रीमद्रत्नागारसिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद्राधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेवौ प्रेष्ठालिभिः सेव्यमानं स्मरामि श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भी वंशीवटतटस्थितः कर्षन् वेणुर्स्वनैर्गोपिर्गोपीनाथस्तु येस्तु नः तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्रीकृष्णचैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे वन मोर टाइम प्लीज हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे थैंक यू वेरी मच हरे कृष्णा Translation Maharaj Pariksit, now your duration of life is limited to 7 more days. So during this time, you can perform all those rituals which are needed for the best purpose of your next life. Hare Krishna. I am offering my most respectful obeisances to all Vaishnavas assembled here. Please bless me so that I can speak for your pleasure and in the line of Guru Parampara. Hare Krishna. If I speak something wrong, please forgive me. Hare Krishna. Here we can see that Pariksit Maharaj asked the question, what the duty of every human being, and most importantly for the man who is going to die. For that, Sukadeva Goswami is speaking, and it came to the point where his that Katvanga he got liberated in one moment. That is, yesterday we had like 48 minutes, and he is telling you have 7 more days to go, so you can take advantage. And here very interestingly, Sukadeva Goswami is telling Samparayikam, the last word of this sloka, rituals for the next life. And in the translation we can see that all those rituals which are needed, all means so many rituals are there in our Vedic system, so many. By when the child takes his birth from the womb of mother, it starts then. We can see so many rituals like birth ceremony, and then when the child grows up, when he goes for the study, there are rituals. And also when the child eats grains, there is another samskara, like samskaras are there. And also marriage ceremony, we can see marriage ceremony also. If somebody has so much money, he can extend the marriage for 3 days or 7 days. Like when my childhood, it was 7 days. Now it is like rituals have no meaning. I will give you some example. In Maharashtra, one marriage was going. This story told by His Grace Radha Gopinath Prabhu, and he was telling that the festival, the marriage ceremony was going on, and that priest was reciting the shlokas, the mantras, and that mantras are actually should be recited at the death ceremony. He was reciting that mantras, and everything was going on. Prabhuji knows that mantras, and he was observing how much time it goes, and he went to that person, the elder one. He was telling in that marriage ceremony, he is reciting that these mantras, and he don't know what to like that person, the marriage that main person would be there, na? The father or relatives of that ceremony. He was also not caring about the thing. Means the people are forgetting the intention of the rituals. So many rituals are there, and especially at the time of death also, from starting to till end, the death also there is ceremony. That ceremony goes on. We do the when the Shraddha ceremony we do. Shraddha, it will go even after the passing of the parent, when the elders are passed away, then after 1 year, and like that goes on, lifelong it goes on. Means there are so many rituals, especially for the Brahmanas. When they get up, there is ritual. They have to get up in a certain way. They should put first the right leg in the earth, and then he should recite some mantras, asking permission from Bhumi Devi. And when he is eating, he should purify the place where he sits, and purify the food or something like that. He has to offer so many mantras and then sit for the food and take food. Especially Smartas, they do so much this kind of following. So all this is meant for this Vedic system we are having, and even not only Vedic system, so many rituals are there in other systems also. Then at present, in other religions also, so many rituals they perform. These are all meant to purify. Actually, the people think that these rituals are meant to release them from pain. So if these rituals gives us the way to purify heart. Actually, the intention is not there now. Nowadays, they don't care. As we know that the marriage ceremony starts at when the bride and bridegroom they get ready. There is no muhurta, the consideration of muhurta like that. So if we do some sinful activity, what it will happen? We go to the hellish planets and we stuck there. Because of Shraddha ceremony, they will be released. So like that, so many are there. So many rituals are there to prepare ourselves for the next life. So this Shraddha ceremony especially helps for somebody who may be stuck in between. Is not going up, going down. Is in between. For them to released, we offer this Shraddha. So in this material world we see that whether it is pious or impious activity, sinful or pious activity, we are just wandering in three worlds. So that's why the purpose of here Sukadeva Goswami is telling all those rituals you can perform. Is it possible to perform all those rituals in 7 days? No. He is pointing out to the Parikshit Maharaj, you find out, you are a very intelligent person. And before that he gave so many shlokas, we will see. Jai Shri Radha Madhav ki, Jagannath Baldeva Subhadra Maharani ki, Gaunitai ki, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki. So he is telling that you find out what is the best activity you can do. That is hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, we see. Actually, everybody should have some goal. Whatever these Vedas mainly deal with three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Guna. In that regard, they direct the person if he approaches the Vedas. When he approaches the Vedas, it will direct in those directions. And particularly, it is not that we, with the help of Vedas, we can enjoy better life, better enjoyment. Like when we go to heaven, we will have, anybody goes to, not we have to go to Goloka, but somebody who wants to go to heaven, he will have so much wine, women, enjoyment, Nandan Kanan gardens, and so many like this. Not the goal. Our goal is not to go to the Swarga and enjoy the life. The Vedic systems, the conclusion of the Vedas is to get attracted to the Lord. That is the purpose of the Vedas. So that goal is missing. So Parikshit Maharaj inquired actually about that. He asked what is the highest activity he can do to purify himself, to get what is the activity that he should do mainly at the end of his life. So for that Sukadeva Goswami first glorifies him. Variyaneshate prashna krutoloka hitam rupa atmavit sammata pumsam srotavyadisu yah paraha. My dear king, your question is glorious because it is very beneficial to all kinds of people. The answer to this question is the prime subject matter for hearing. He is telling the answer for this question is the prime subject matter for everybody, and it will satisfy, beneficial to all kinds of people. So he said about hearing, prime subject matter of hearing. The process of hearing is very important. Everything starts with hearing. When the child is born, he doesn't speak. He only sees and hears. By hearing only, he learns so many things, as we see. Small children, they doesn't know anything. But how they can speak and how they can communicate, all these things starts by hearing from his mother. Like that, hearing plays a key role in our life to achieve, to set our goal or whatever, to achieve that goal, it sets. So that's why Sukadeva Goswami says that Srotavyadini Rajendra Nrinam Shanti Sahasrasyaha Apashyatam Atmatattvam Gruheshu Gruhamedinam. Sukadeva Goswami says that people, I will read from purport. One is Grihastha and the other is Gruhamedi. Prabhupada is writing. The Grihasthas, Grihasthas are those who live together with wife and children but live transcendently for realizing the ultimate truth. Ultimate truth is Lord. The word Medi indicates jealousy of others. They are jealous. Gruhamedi means jealousy of others. Factually, the human life is meant for making an ultimate solution to birth, death, old age and disease. But the Gruhamedi is being illusioned by the material nature. Forget everything about self-realization. They forget everything about self-realization. We see when we go for book distribution, just people are blind. They don't even look at the book which we are showing. So they say like this. So because they totally forgot what they are. So today I was reading from second chapter 35th verse. There Sukadeva Goswami says that using his intelligence, everybody should analyze what he is, who he is. Using our intelligence, we can know that. Seeing this, when our stomach it pains, we see that my stomach is paining, my leg is paining, or my eyes, my ears. We say my. Here my and the legs and the hands and everything is different. So that common sense people are missing. They should use their intelligence not for sense gratification, to analyze that I am not the person belongs to this world, but I am spirit soul, the spark, the amsha of the Lord. That point is missing. That is called Gruhamedi. They live only to envy others. Gruhamedi means to envy others, to satisfy. Because Prabhupada was giving in one lecture that we hear every day, devotees in the hall, like I want something and you also want something. Like this, in this world we don't go together. We can't go together because the sources are limited. The ultimate solution to the problems of life is to go back home, back to Godhead. So why here Prabhupada is telling that the ultimate solution to go back to Godhead? Because it is filled with so many resources, so much, like Chintamani Prakarasadma Shukalpa Vriksha Laksha Vruteshu Surabi Rabipalayantam. Like that, everything is filled with Ras, Ananda, Satchidananda, eternal, blissful, like that. But here in this world we don't see like that. So again Prabhupada is giving in the purport, the process of going back home, back to Godhead is to hear about the Supreme Lord and His name, form, attributes, pastimes, paraphernalia and variegatedness. How to go back to Godhead? Hearing. The process is hearing. By hearing we can go back to Godhead. But foolish people in this world, they create so many things to hear, to look, to see, so many forms. So we can see so many things. This world is filled with all concocted objects. And Acharya says that only two things are true, like two things are reality in this world. One is Jiva, another one is holy name. Beyond this, everything is going to deteriorate as time passes. So we have to tell our mind using our intelligence. The intelligence is always guided by whom? The Supreme Lord, Paramatma. Dadami buddhi yogantam yena mam upayantite. I will give the intelligence. If we are so much inclined to enjoy sense gratification, Lord definitely will give that opportunity to enjoy sense gratification in whatever way we want. Somebody takes pleasure to criticize in criticizing others. Somebody takes in pleasure eating. Somebody takes like that. If we want to engage ourselves into sense gratification, because Lord is so merciful that He provides everything, like Father. Father says, there is nice example, like Srila Prabhupada says that when a small child of Srila Prabhupada was going to put his hand in his finger into the fan, Prabhupada said so many times, no, you don't do this. But he was insisting that I have to put. So Prabhupada allowed him. Like that, this sense gratification, Lord is so merciful, He is allowing us to do whatever. And it is our choice to take the spirituality and engage ourselves fully into the spiritual life, hearing, chanting. And the only the jiva is meant to do that, not all these things in this material world. So that's why he is telling Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishvara Harihi Srotavya Kirtavyascha Smaratavyascha Chadabayam. What you should do? You should hear and glorify, remember the Lord. I will read from the purport. therefore, one should first of all hear about the Lord. When one has perfectly and scrutinizingly learned, heard, one must glorify his acts and deeds, and thus it will become possible to remember constantly the transcendental nature of the Lord. Hearing about and glorifying the Lord are identical with the transcendental nature of the Lord. And by so doing, one will be always in the association of the Lord. This brings freedom from all sorts of fear. Fear is the major thing. Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithun. Bhaya is very dangerous thing which is constantly back of our back. It is forcing us. We have so many fears about regarding sleep, regarding prasadam, regarding going this, that. Actually, when before coming to Krishna consciousness, so every step, padam padam vipadam natesham. It is very true. It is very true. People are so afraid of their relatives, their eating, their sleeping, their everything. Everything is fear. We can see everything. But still they want, why Jiva is so much attached, so much identifying with the body, that will make us forget, become fearful more and more and more. And how you become fearful, and it will increase. There is no decrease. As years passes, the fear and the fear, how it manifests, like we think so much, people think so much. Why? Because of the fear. So that fear will be removed by hearing how we should hear perfectly and scrutinizingly. So that is the process. And by hearing, somebody who hears so much about something, definitely he will glorify. He will speak about this, about the matter. And when he hears and speaks, automatically he remembers the Lord. That's what yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajityanti kalevaram tam tameveti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavitaha. Whatever he remembers at the time of death, he will achieve that. So Sukadeva Goswami next sloka says that, I think next to next sloka, he says, Yetavan Sankhya Yogabhyam Swadharma Parinishtaya Janmalabha Parabhamsa Ante Narayana Smritihi. Whatever one may be, Sankhya Yogi, otherwise one who is discharging his occupational duties very perfectly, whatever he do, the fruit should be remembering the Lord. Ante Narayana Smritihi. So I would like to speak one story about hearing, perfect hearing. There was a Brahmana, pious Brahmana, very good and nice Brahmana named Atmadev. And he was very good person, and he was distributing food and cows and everything. He was very pious Brahmana, perfect Brahmana. And he had a wife named Dunduli. She was very self-interested. No caring about husband, no caring about the duties, nothing. Because they have so much money, wealth and all these things, she would never care about the pious activities and everything like that. She was only interested in her beauty and her keep her body fit and like this. So much self-interested. So Atmadev, so many years passed, but he didn't get any son. So he wanted to commit suicide, and one day he went to the bank of a river, and he was sitting there going to die. So that time one self-realized sadhu came there, and he saw this Atmadev was morose. Seeing his face, he came to know he was morose, and he asked, what is the reason why you are sitting here? Then Atmadev said, Sadhu, please tell me, I'm going to die, because I want to die, that's why I'm sitting here. And why you want to die? Sadhu asked. He said, I don't have son. And interestingly, this Sadhu says that not only this birth, that before that Atmadev says one more thing, not even I don't get sons, but even my cows in the shed of my cow shed, they don't give birth to the calves. What happening? I'm doing all the rituals have to be done. So what is the reason? And Sadhu says, You will not get any children till 17 births. In upcoming 17 births, you don't get any child. Be tolerant, be patient, don't be so much agitated about the son. Go on doing your duties, he said. But Atmadev insisted the sadhu, if you have, not if you have, please give me some benediction so that I will get son. He was so insisting, so attached to having son, that idea, and he sadhu gave the blessings and he gave the fruit. Give it to your mango fruit, which is very dear to so many people. He gave mango fruit and give it to your wife. She will bear the child. And he went and give it to his wife Dunduli. And Dunduli, because she want to maintain her beauty and her physique, whatever, she don't want to eat fruit, because when pregnancy comes and everything like that, and she doesn't want to eat, and her sister was there. So sister suggested, I bear the child, and already she was pregnant, and you say that this child is yours, and then you will be freed. So she gave some gold coins to her, because sister is giving child. So like that, they threw the mango into the cow shed, and one cow ate the mango. She got delivered, and they showed Atmadev, this is your son. Like that, that person's name is Dundukari, that child, born from his wife's sister. And another one who born from the cow is called Gokarna. So they both growing. The Gokarna, because of he born from the cow, his body is like human and his ears are like cow. He was very gentle, pious, very very good person in character, and like that he was growing. He learned everything about the Shastra, and Dundukari, he was very impious and he was very mischievous, doing all nonsense, breaking 4 regulative principles, everything like that he was doing. And it came that Atmadev became very frustrated with his son, and at that time Gokarna says, you go for a forest and you do your spiritual activity, forget about all these things, I will take care. So this Atmadev leaves for the forest, and that time this Dundukari becomes even more aggressive, and at the one time came that he kills his own mother for money. So Dunduli also dies because of this Dundukari. He wants money, she was not giving, he killed her, and like that. And one day he went and he himself get suicide in the well. He fall into the well and died. So seeing both this Gokarna goes to Gaya to perform Shraddha to these 2 people, because his father already went to the forest and these 2 people also died, and he went Gaya and offered Shraddha to them and came back to home. One day he was in his house, the door was knocked, and he opened the door. He saw that it was not man, it was a ghost. Dundukari died and he became ghost, and he came, please my dear brother, please deliver me, I am suffering so much pain, I did so many sinful activities, how can I be delivered? And he was begging his brother. So many times he did like that, and one day Gokarna he stopped the Surya. He was so much pious that he could stop Surya and ask, please tell me, what can I do for my brother? He was suffering, he is suffering as ghost, he want to be delivered, please give me some solution, what can I do? And Surya says that you recite Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, hearing that he will be delivered. So he came back and he was going to start the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam recitation, and that ghost staying in a bamboo stick, and bamboo stick breaks little bit every day, and at the end, like 7 days he recites Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. End of the day, it breaks. So that day, end of the day, it broke, and he got delivered. So hearing before that, people heard about this. One person is reciting Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, ghost is going to be delivered, and so many people assembled, and they were eager to see that how it would happen, and they are very eager to see that how he will be delivered. They are not attentive to the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So end of the day, aeroplane from Golok came, and when he went back back to Godhead, and that time he told, he showed gratitude. This Dundukari, my dear brother, I am so much grateful to you. Please keep on reciting Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So many people will be delivered. And hearing this, he says okay, and this Dundukari goes away. That time Gokarna gets some doubt. Whoa, how so many people are assembled, only one person, that is ghost, is delivered. So many human beings should be delivered. Why it is not happening? And he again asks Suryadev and about what to do. So that time he says, because he was so rapt attention, with rapt attention he was hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. That's why the only person, Dundukari, delivered hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So attention is very important hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. And he says one more interesting thing, it doesn't depends on the speaker's qualification, especially in a sampradaya. Authorized sampradaya, if one is speaking, it doesn't depends on the speaker, it depends on the hearer, how much attentive to the matter of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So after hearing, there should be contemplation, mananam. When we do Shravanam, there must be mananam. When we recollect and rethink about, ponder about all we have heard, and it definitely creates some sense of attachment towards Bhagavatam. That's how we become attached to the sense gratification and whatever. I like paneer sabji, I like chapati, I like this, I like that. Why? We hear and we taste it. We do eat it and we do remember it. About I'm eating, telling about eating, whatever you do, when we hear and when we do smarana about this, and it will become nature. So like that, Bhagavatam should be our nature. And about his Dundukari and all these things, it is a fag end of life. He was like, Bhagavatam is applicable at the present time when we are living. Not only living, here we can see in this story, after death also it will be applicable, as we see. And we should firmly fixed in our devotional service and never miss anything. In devotional activities, we should question ourselves. Why I am not getting attention to all these spiritual activities? Every day we should question ourselves. And I think His Holiness Bhakti Prem Swami Maharaj, he says that in IAYC meetings he said one thing very interesting, that he said that when we don't feel any attention to spiritual activity, attraction for Lord Krishna or other activities, chanting, book distribution, whatever, we should think, I am unfortunate. When we get some attraction for sense gratification, we should think, I am unfortunate, please Krishna, help this unfortunate soul. So that way, it's not that we feel like egoistic person will feel that he is like what it says, like insecure. He feel insecure. But humility doesn't mean insecurity. Humility means agreeing his position as a servant of the Lord, accepting the position of servant. I am the servant. So when we accept and surrender, that's where our real journey actually starts. So we can see the examples how by hearing so many people got benefited. Rukmini Devi, Satam Prasanga, before that, Oh, another shloka is there. Satam prasangan mama virya samvido bhavanti hritkarna rasayana kada tajjoshanadashva pavargavartmani shraddharatir bhaktir anukramishyati. 3:25-25. In this it is said, in the association of pure devotees, discussions of the pastimes and activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is very pleasing and satisfying to the ear, and the heart. By cultivating such knowledge, one gradually becomes advanced on the path of liberation, and thereafter he is freed and his attraction becomes fixed. Then real devotion and devotional service begins. In the association of devotees, we must pay attention to the pastimes of the Lord, and we must hear the every syllable of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So it is very important. And the last instruction of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj also same. Like he said, you should hear very attentively, chant 16 rounds every day. So how much important our chanting is, we must hear attentively. This is the only effective thing. Even we are sleeping, our ears are working. That shows that how much powerful sound is. And sound is the source of all emanations, as we see in the second canto, we come to know. So Rukmini Dev says that Srutva Gunan Bhuvana Sundara Srunvatam Te Nirvishya Karna Vivarai Haratonga Tapam Rupam Drisham Drishimatam Akilarta Labam Tvayachyuta Sati Chittam Apatrapam Me. Sri Rukmini said in her letter as read by the Brahmana, O beauty of the worlds, having heard of your qualities which enter the ears of those who hear and remove their bodily distress, and having also heard of your beauty which fulfills all the visual desires of those who see, I have fixed my shameless mind upon you, O Krishna. And we should meditate upon Shri Radha Madhav, Gaurnita and Jagannath Baldev Subhadra. Every day we should meditate on their forms. So as here she was hearing, just hearing, she became attached to Krishna. And also the Brahmana Patnis in the 10th canto, it comes that they are just heard about Krishna from people who come to sell the curd, butter and all these things. And just by hearing they became so attached to Krishna, his beauty. So we should take advantage and advantages of all this devotee association and use our intelligence to fix our mind and everything in the service of Krishna. So many times we get doubt, how I can advance. I have so many impurities, and we think that it is impossible sometimes. It is impossible. As scripture says that it is impossible for us to achieve Krishna. Ourselves we cannot achieve. That's why we should depend on devotee Sangha and hearing in that Sangha. Attentive, pay attention, so that we can be in association of Krishna, serving him favorably. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any comments, Prabhu? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very much for your nice class. So even those who are hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, they are not only delivered, even those who are reciting the Bhagavatam, they can also deliver. So even the 10th sloka, the second canto, first chapter, 10th sloka, it is also said. So in the purport, Prabhupada said. So those who are like reciting Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, they can also deliver. So this is actually my...
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Gokarna Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.